Good afternoon. I am Vanessa with the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM. In the headlines, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley encouraging mask wearing even though the mandate has been lifted. Saudi Arabia eyes opportunities in TNT. A Rima businessman killed over alleged land dispute, and internationally a warning of heat apocalypse in France. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley says government will have no hesitation in returning to the mask mandate if the situation with the spread of COVID-19 warrants it. He is encouraging citizens to continue wearing masks, although the official mandate to them was lifted on Sunday. Speaking at a news conference today, Dr. Rowley said he is aware that while the announcement that the mask mandate had ended brought mental, physical and psychological relief, and people may want to believe that COVID is behind us, nothing is further from the truth. Dr. Rowley cautioned that the virus is still around, continues to mutate, and remains dangerous. He urged the population not to believe that the pandemic is over and we can go back to normal. In other news, Saudi Arabian businessmen have set their eyes on Trinidad and Tobago for investment opportunities. President of Invest TT, Sekou Allen, said Saudi Arabian businessmen have showed particular interest in infrastructure projects, renewable energy, as well as large tourism developments. The Saudi Arabian ambassador for the region, based in Venezuela, also expressed interest in visiting TNT to follow up on more specific opportunities for Saudi firms. In more news, an Arima man who was expecting his first child within the next 2 months was killed yesterday morning in what relatives claimed was a result of a family fight down. 32-year-old Luke Dalip Singh was shot once in the back of the head as he dealt with a customer at his wholesale business located at the corner of Cokereet Road and Quesnel Street, Arima. The murder took place just after 11 a.m. yesterday in front of Dalip Singh's wife, who is 7 months pregnant. Dalip Singh's brother, who lives next door to the business place, stood over his brother's body and shook his head sadly. The brother said Dalip Singh's business was shot up several weeks ago, but no one was injured. His brother said the deceased confided in him some time ago that a family dispute over land had him uneasy. Police are continuing investigations and looking into the land dispute as a possible motive for the killing. Internationally, Western France is facing a heat apocalypse, experts have warned, as extreme temperatures continue to hit much of Europe. Temperatures could reach record levels in 15 regions of the southwest, with firefighters battling wildfire and thousands forced to evacuate. The heat wave has prompted warnings of what one meteorologist described as an apocalypse of heat in some areas of the southwest. Blazes in Spain, Portugal and Greece have forced thousands more to flee. Record temperatures are also expected in parts of the UK, which has its first ever red extreme heat warning in place. In Spain and Portugal, more than 1,000 deaths have been attributed to the heat in recent days. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the street 919 FM and online, Facebook and YouTube, recapping the headlines. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley encourages mask wearing even though the mandate has been lifted. Saudi Arabia eyes opportunities in TNT. A Rima businessman killed over alleged land dispute, and internationally a warning of heat apocalypse in France. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Miss Aisha Wells, the Queen of Talk, she's up next.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
Your child is beginning to discover the world. It's time to let